I almost just started a video without a beer. What's wrong with me? Don't worry, there were several beers before this one already. So anyhow, what I'm doing today is I just got back from North Dakota 2 days ago. This is my second day back to work. And I made a meal that I just kept adding more and more stuff into, and it turned into a big batch of food. So what I do with that whenever that happens is I vacuum seal it, just like this here. And that's what I take on my road trips when I'm hunting. And it works out really good because I'll throw it in a cooler. I freeze it, and then I throw it in a cooler. And I usually don't even add any ice packs or nothing to it because then it's good for like 3-4 days. It'll, if I put a beer in there, I call them ice packs, but it'll keep it all cold, and it works out good for hunting because I bring a stove with, but I usually just eat the stuff cold anyhow because by the time I'm getting around to eating when I'm on a road trip, I'm like just so beat. I'm either trying to hurry up and get back in the woods in between hunts, which usually I just hunt, scout all day, hunt, and then I eat at the end of the day and then just crash and wake up barely in time to hunt in the morning because I'm so dead from the day before. But so I'll tell you what I made here. It's the first time I ever made it. It tastes really good to me. Most people probably think it's disgusting. It's 2 cans of sauerkraut. It's 4 chicken breasts that I cooked in the oven with lots of seasoning salt. It's a pound of bacon that I fried in a pan and chopped up in small pieces. It's a jar of marinara and a round steak, a venison round steak that I pan seared in the bacon grease, and then I cooked it in the oven for like 15 minutes. So it's like just barely kind of cooked through. It's still not rare, but medium rare. The flies in here are so bad right now. So I'm not normally gross with flies all over, but I don't know how they multiplied. But anyhow, so I'm going to be vacuum sealing up a bunch of these. I got my bags pre-cut already. I wasn't planning on making this video. I vacuum sealed the first one, and I was like, oh, I was talking about this during the hunting trip. I should just shoot a video on it. So that's what we're doing right now. It's an impromptu video. Let's get going. So what I got here is my vacuum sealer. It's a NutriChef. It don't matter what you got. I just bought this one off of Amazon. It was like one of the highest rated ones, and it was affordable, so I just bought this one. And I've been using it for a couple years now, and it's worked out really good for me. I buy my bags in rolls, so then I pre-cut them depending on what I'm doing with them. So I'm just going to go ahead and seal all these bags that I got pre-cut already. So while I'm sealing up these while I'm sealing up these last couple bags here, I'll tell you about North Dakota. It was pretty cool. I went on a solo hunt for 5 nights, slept in the bed of the truck, and I did not kill, but I came really close, and I got on 3 different bucks. Just 2 of them I got on them 3 different times. One of them I got on twice, and was really close to killing them, but it just didn't work out. And I made a little trailer just fooling around. I still got to make the main video, but I might throw that at the end of this video just for so it doesn't go to waste. I posted on Facebook with copyrighted music, so I can't post that on YouTube. And that's it. All right, so we're ready to fill bags. All right, so this is the goulash. I'm going to call it meat soup. I've never made it before. I just kind of invented it. It looks better in person than it does on the phone, I promise, but it tastes good. It really does. So we're going to bag up some meat soup. I like to use this canning jar as a measuring device so that they all have the same amount of food in them. Just going to mix this up again a little bit. So that way I keep a even moisture content in it, because it is a little bit moist with the sauerkraut. All right, so that's the serving size that I use. It's actually a little bit too much, to be honest with you. I was kind of having them forced down the last of my meals in North Dakota. So I like to do this, leave it in the jar and put the bag over top, so that way you don't get any moisture up here where you're going to be sealing. All right, so this part is a bit of a dance because I like to squeeze it out a little bit, but not too much, because you want to be able to have an adequate amount of time to get this thing shut off. So what's going to happen is I'm going to put this in the sealer, and it's going to start drawing moisture up. And once it starts drawing that moisture up and it tries to seal, it can't heat that moisture enough to adhere the bag or something along those lines, because it doesn't get a good seal when the moisture gets all the way up into it. So we're going to hit the vacuum part. So I'm going to hit the vacuum, and then as soon as it gets up to there, I'm going to stop it right away and hit seal. And then a lot of times I'll double seal this stuff, especially when it's got moisture like this. You'll be able to see it if the bag starts to lift, if we didn't get a good seal. So I think we actually got a good seal. See, the moisture did get up past it though. But I always double seal. All right, so there you have it. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 meals for hunting trips. So it's like 3 weekends basically. some leftovers and tomorrow's lunch. So what I'll do with these is I'll lay them flat in a baking pan, just stagger them on top of each other like this so that everything lays flat, and then I'll freeze them so then they're nice and compact. You know, you can just slip them into the cooler in between the rows of beer. So yeah, that's about it. The dogs are pretty excited about something. I will put the kind of highlight reel of the hunting trip on the back end of this video, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. Ruff! Who's here? Who's here? Get him. Who's here?
Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah.